Switch up, switch up.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Jackson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check, 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 check.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. 5 yards on the pickup.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Wild Bill.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check 31. Check 31.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They run with Howard. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got heavy. Everybody scoot up. Heavy. Watch 35, watch 35.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. As Sanders has it poked free, and the Falcons grab it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 52. Watch the slant.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's outfield. Hey, it's all right. Go. 47 Mike. Mike 47. Rapid. 25. Check 25.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Check 47.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Check 3.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Freeman a first down and more, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Being chased out left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Check, 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 check. 45, 45.
Let's find 7.
Here we go. 45.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Howard that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jabal Sheard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
47's the mic, boys, 47.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, check Mike's 47. Check
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking deep for Julio. He's got a man, complete. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Freeman again, a first down carry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the ship.
Now Howard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard, and he's got Rome. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man, complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
47's the mic.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you hit a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going? Trying the right side with Howard. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
I got trick this side. I got trick this side. We got 3. We got 3.
Hey, high 7. Kill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Jones has it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10. At the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28, Eagles 14. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Eagles first down.
54.
On first down, Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike 54.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tag McKinley. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack on first down, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Sanders, incomplete. Coverage by Keanu Neal.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action, Wentz. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 45 at the line. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Here we go. 120.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
Come on now. Let's go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Tack McKinley. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Wide, get wide. You go tight. You got tight.
Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
Run.
Check 37. Check 37. Check 40.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz steps away to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. Yeah, the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check, ready. 18 data. Right here. Check the 6. Pull it. Check.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. 52 is the mic. Exit. Check 52 is the mic.
Freeman again. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And this will be taken at the 13. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
45.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Buying time to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson caught by Jones. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got?
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
This is Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Freeman. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
I'm coming. Hey, switch gears.
Smith trying to run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Eagles 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
That's the end of the third quarter of play with the score Falcons 35, Eagles 14.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Throwing is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Back, back, back. Watch safety.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
47 Mike, 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Cut. 47's the Mike, boy. 47.
Jackson.
Here we go.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that back?